I feel like I can go back to school and be a coach. There's so many ways that you can just help people, but that's one of the biggest things to me. I want to help people and, help people understand that, life is just bigger than sports. Life is just bigger than what you think it is. And, a lot of people down, depressed, just helping bring people up. I feel like that's what I try to bring is positivity to a lot of situations I'm in. So.
And did the Leadership Council help you with that?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. And as far as, like, resume building, I feel like the Leadership Council helped me with that as well because, Commissioner Sankey knows me by name. A lot of the executives over there, the SEC, know me by name, just know me based off the conversations that I've had around them. So, they appreciated my, contributions to the group. So, I appreciate them for having me.
Did you learn anything there that you think makes you a better leader on the football team?
It's so much that I learned, but I could say for me personally, just knowing how to judge people, mental health is one of the big things that they talked about this year, which is one of the big problems that a lot of people had in the conference when they talk about mental health. And I just think that just learning some of the techniques that they had as far as, like, being able to address people, being approachable. A lot of the times leaders are seen as people that were bigger than life or too big to actually, get to the level of the people that they're around. And I feel like that helped me out a lot, being able to understand that, if you are a leader, if you are a person, you got to make sure you hold yourself accountable every day, but you also got to be open and willing to listen to people, not always talking, not always think you know everything. Like, most of the biggest leaders in the world are the most humblest people. They'll be the janitor. They'll always, walk around the building, saying hey to everybody, being respectful to everybody. So that's kind of some of the things that I learned from that.
You guys have had increased expectations on their Muschamp each year. They're at an all-time high in the last 3 years. Now, what do heightened expectations mean to a team coming into a season?
They don't mean anything because we don't feel like we accomplished anything. 9-4 is a good record, but that's not a big accomplishment. We want to win championships, and Coach Muschamp preaches that every day. So we don't have a mentality where we feel like we've done something or we arrived. We feel like we still got more work to do. If we want to accomplish the goals that we want to accomplish, we got to make sure we put the work in now. And that's the biggest thing that we came in with today is we got to attack training camp like it's the first game or like any game. So that's one thing that we want to make sure we do. And I feel like that's what changed the most with Coach Muschamp. His expectations are always going to be the Gamecock standard. We just try to rise to those expectations.
So it adds no extra motivation at all? You just push it off to the side?
No, we push it off to the side. We don't read the press clippings. We go out to work every day. We're a blue-collar team, and that's how we try to label ourselves. We guys go to work every day. We're going to grab that lunch pail, and we're going to make sure we're working. So that's the biggest thing for us.
How do you and TJ work together, feed off each other as the leaders of the defense?
TJ is the vocal leader. For me, my thing is if I see something, if I, hey TJ, we got to get a little bit more vocal, a little bit more communication. That's my role to him. So just telling him some of the things that I see, but I let him run the show. Like I said, it's his defense last year, one of our best defenses in South Carolina. And since I've been here, we had one of our best defenses last year with him in the middle. So my job is to just come in and help be a boost to him, and not try to step on anybody's toes. Come back and do what I do, join my game, well, get back to playing the game that I know how to play while helping our team. So.
How tough was last year for you?
Oh, it was hard. It was hard. It's hard. I tell people that all the time. It was very hard, but I feel like I learned so much, and I know God doesn't make mistakes. So, just him giving me an opportunity to come back for my 5th year, it's exciting for me, and I'm ready to get to work.
Bryson, what would you say about the mentality of this defense going into this year? How would you categorize it?
Like I said, we blue collar, and I don't mean that. I know a lot of people might say that today, but when we actually approach everything, we actually approach it like a blue collar, factory worker mentality. We know we got to go to work every day, but we're gonna make sure we put our best step forward. And every day is an opportunity. You can't look at days like you have to be here because it's millions of kids that have to be here, that wish they could be here. So we don't have to be here. We get to be here, and I feel like that approach to it is different than my first couple of years here. And just understanding the fact that we have potential, but potential doesn't do anything. You actually have to go out there and work. And I feel like I said, just attacking training camp every day, understanding that we got to go out there and we got to be a blue-collar team and we have to be the hardest working team. Every time we step the field, that's something that we appreciate and we embrace it and we step on the field every day ready to work. So that's kind of the mentality that we embrace this year.